Shocking evidence. Allegedly, this is by Nancy Grace's words, not mine. Allegedly, the feds have over 100 hours of video. I don't know if it's video and audio or one or the other, but of video evidence of Diddy doing wrong. Now, I'm pretty sure he wasn't the only one caught on cameras.
I'm gonna need some of you niggas to stop playing with me. I am not a king.
BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, the Feds, Homeland Security, I'm not sure which department specifically, they have, according to Nancy Grace, over 100 hours of Diddy doing wrong. Okay. Now, real quick, we're talking about, specifically, I'm pretty sure, the evidence that was acquired after they went and they raided Diddy's home. So apparently, they have video of people screaming. And just so we can be clear, some of these people were men, so I'm gonna assume that a lot of these screamings was because there was a backdoors of trappings happenings. Because all I can tell you is, if there's two men in a room and there's a guy screaming and a fight isn't happening, that must be one of his first times. He might not be as into this as he was led to believe he might be. I just want to be clear on this. Also, remember, we were also being told that Diddy had been spiking people's drinks. Now, real quick, before we really get into it, remember his son is being sued also. Christian, is his name Christian Dior? No, King Combs. It's Christian Combs, right? They call him King Combs. He's also being sued. Apparently, there was a situation where they were on a yacht and he cornered one of the stewardesses. And when he cornered her, basically what he had decided he was going to do, for whatever the reason was, he was going to get her to do some things that she was just against. Be on the lookout. We will be doing a video on this, but basically, to give you the real quick, her name is Grace. I do not know how to pronounce her last name, but it's O, and there's like apostrophe there, Marcaigh, Marque. I don't know how to say that, but anyway, that's her name. And allegedly, this assault happened December 28th, 2022. And basically, what she says happened is, they had went, I'll explain why I'm explaining this in 2 seconds. Just give me a moment. What she said is that she worked on a yacht. She worked for a service. And, where she worked at, they had rented the yacht, I guess, or she just, that's just the yacht she was on that day. And they were busy serving drinks or whatever. And Christian had came on board. He took certain, took notice of her, I guess stayed in her face and encouraged her to take a drink of a shot. And so she denied. Then eventually she took a shot. And then what she says is this, that he became aggressive with her, after she took the shot. And she has suspected that the tequila that, they was taking the shots with had been spiked. And the reason why she suspected this is because the other girls was just passing out. Like, chicks was just dropping like flies all over the place, I'm assuming. And this is not funny. So she thought her shot was also spiked, or she thought their shots were spiked, and also her shot in, conjunction. So she was scared or whatever the case is. Anyway, she ends up getting out of that situation. He was groping her, feeling on her, trying to force her into a situation that she didn't want to be in. She eventually got fired also. He said that they harassed the company until she was fired, apparently. So just so we could be clear, like, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I'm assuming that they have been spiking drinks, and they have been, and this is not me just assuming this because I'm pulling it out of thin air. I'm saying that this is the accusations that was made. Remember, they also said that when they would go on these, I guess freak-offs or whatever it was, when they were having a Diddy party or whatever the hell, they would have champagne or drinks that was specifically for the ladies, and then there would be other drinks that were for the men. You know what I'm saying? So they'll tell the guys, don't drink from that side, it's over there. It's that side's for the ladies. And then the ladies would drink from that side. And I guess that's the side where they were just driving like flies. But also, apparently, everything was spiked. Everything. He was going after the men's. He was going after the women's. He was going after them all. So Nancy Grace says there's like 100 hours of Diddy doing wrong. So if this is true, if what she's saying is true, he's done. Like, he's done. People go to jail for an hour of doing wrong. There's hundreds or 800. I don't know what to tell you. Also, y'all remember Gene Deal, right? So I might do a video on this. So y'all remember Gene Deal, right? So Gene Deal is the ex-bodyguard of Diddy. He was his bodyguard for like a ton of years or whatever. He actually wrote a book about the last days of B.I.G. I haven't read the book, so I don't know if it's the last day or the last days of B.I.G., but allegedly he has actually written a book. And one of the things that Gene said, and this is a direct quote, just so we can be clear, he says, and I quote, "I don't think it's only celebrities that's going to be shook." He had politicians in there. He had princes in there. He also had a couple of preachers in there. Shout out to T.D. Jakes. So, basically, if y'all remember, there was Candace Owens, and something Candace Owens has said is that when they were raiding Diddy's home, they wasn't raiding his home trying to get evidence against him. They was actually trying to destroy the evidence that he had on others. Now, with that being said, the way these security systems work, especially I would assume the one that Diddy has, is when they're recording on a hard drive somewhere in the building. So they have a server somewhere in the building, a hard drive in the building that it's recording on. But also it's pushing those recordings into a cloud. So it could be accessible, via the internet or whatever the case is. So even if they went into his home and they was like, we're taking all of these evidences over here, Diddy, if there are other people that are on video, he still has access to that. Because if you listen to Gene Deal, Diddy bugged every room in his home. Every room. Gene Deal also says he believes the feds got tape of all of this stuff, apparently. This is what Gene Deal says. He's been working for Diddy for a really, really long time. Or at least, over the period of time that he did work, he worked there for a long time. And he was there during some of these, formidable years of, the Take That man. So basically also, what they're accusing him of when they're saying that there's video of just people screaming and men apparently also just screaming. I don't know how the scream goes, but it gotta be ear curt. I couldn't imagine. Cause I don't want to get into it because I'm gonna offend people. Que sera, sera. In any regard, if there's over 100 hours of Diddy doing wrongdoing, specifically Nancy Grace said wrongdoing, obviously him being able to escape this is not probable. And I'm not going to say impossible. I guess anything could happen, but it doesn't sound like it's really probable. I guess the thing that most of us is looking forward to, or I'm not going to say looking forward to, but waiting for, is to see, when the other shoe drops, who else is going to be implemented in Diddygate. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Moments. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this one. I'm out.
I'ma need some of you niggas to stop playing with me. I am not a king. Put attention to something. Word is born. Call me guns, I'm not gonna never tell it on my brother. Word is born, I'ma keep, and I'll put that on my mother. Fresh from the streets, and I rep it like no other. Say more to the heat, y'all can go and kiss each other. Niggas think that they crazy, what's a knife to a gun? If I can't get the pops, I'ma go get his son. Oh, I heard he got a daughter, tell that little bitch run.